Hi, everybody. We're back with another Saturdays with Grace. Take the balloon out of your mouth, please. We have Sophia here, but only for a minute. She's going to run into the other room. She just wanted to be here for the intro. So here we go. We have our micro build challenge.
And the Lego friends are joining us too.
Our mini fig challenge.
And
our booster brick challenge. This is October, so this will have a Halloween theme. And our premiere challenge. Oh, this is our blindfold challenge. And our premiere challenge. We have some of our own Legos if we need them. We have our spotlight piece of the month, which looks to be sort of bridge-like. And our story is called
It's the arch. It's the
Hey There Fall. Hay with an A, so it's like the grass hay. Okay. Sophia likes this little guy in orange. We've got our building table.
And the Lego friends.
And Grace is going to introduce her Lego friends while I run Sophia back. Maybe just 1 second.
And if you hear noise coming from the background, that's Sophia's screaming from where we are filming. So yeah. Well, not where we're filming, but where the computer is. Okay. So we have the cat and the bunny, and then the horses. And then we have Mia.
Okay, are you
And
ready?
Andrea. And here's Emily.
Okay.
Okay.
Our challenge is over here. Get them out in order.
I'm waiting for the challenge so they can meet a new friend.
Hey There Fall.
Hey. And they're gonna take the handcuffs, aren't they?
Okay. When the weather turns cool and the kids are back in school, Groves Farm is the true place to be. Mrs. Jones' second grade class was pumped for their first field trip of the school year. They had loaded up onto the school bus early on a chilly October morning and were headed to Groves Farm for the annual fall festival. Twins Mason and Kate, along with their three friends, Erica, Hunter, and Brennan, sat on the bumpy bus discussing what they all wanted to do first at the farm. The hayride will be coolest, Erica declared. No way, objected Hunter. They have a football field. That's going to be the best. Well, I think the corn maze will be the most fun, stated Kate. As long as there isn't a scarecrow, her brother Mason whispered nervously. I want to do it all, as long as I can bob for apples at the end, Brennan admitted. Sorry. We're here, Kate shouted, pointing out the bus window. Groves Farm was massive. It had a pumpkin patch, petting zoo, corn maze, hayride, tons of giant slides, and more. Kids could not wait to hop off the bus and enjoy their day. But first, there were some rules. Mrs. Jones spoke through the bus intercom. Kids, listen up. We have some rules to go over before you can start your day at the farm. First, always stay with your group and chaperone. This is very important. No wandering off. Second, all the same rules apply here as in school. Keep your hands to yourself. There are lots of fun activities, and I want you all to get to enjoy them. So be on the same behavior as in the classroom. Does everyone understand? Mrs. Jones asked. Yes, Mrs. Jones, they all shouted in unison. Great. Let's all meet up in our groups outside the bus and get this party started, Mrs. Jones piped cheerfully. Mason, Kate, Erica, Brennan, and Hunter, or the Fab Five as they called themselves, gathered outside the bus. They all wore cobalt blue lanyards with their school name on it. Brixton Elementary School. The kids could hardly contain themselves when they found out their group chaperone was Mrs. Jones. They knew they'd have their best day with her. What should we do first, kids? Ms. Jones asked. They all shouted at once, naming all the different things they wanted to do. My goodness, Miss Jones giggled. We'll get to everything, I promise. But how about she start with, she thought to herself, the corn maze. The kids all smiled and agreed, with Kate grinning from ear to ear. She had been waiting a very long time for this. The Fab Five and Mrs. Jones entered the massive corn maze. The corn was so tall you could only see the sky and clouds beyond it. Welcome to our famous corn maze, muttered a Groves Farm employee. Don't worry, I won't make any corny jokes. But I do hope you have an amazing time out there. Oh my goodness. Miss Jones couldn't help but chuckle. Here's a map to guide you along, he said, handing them a folded piece of paper. Hunter was about to grab it when Kate shoved it back. No way! We can find the way out ourselves, Kate insisted, walking confidently into the maze. The others agreed, thinking it would be easy to find their way through. Suit yourselves, but don't blame me when you get confused. Brennan and Mrs. Jones both giggled as the group made their way into the maze. So, for your first challenge, with your micro build, blindfold. Here we go.
Are we building micro builds first? And do I get to build a scarecrow? And why are me and Andrea fighting with the magnets?
That was all on you. So, here we are. Build.
Okay, I'm taking the magnet away.
You know what you're building? A corn maze. Lay it out here.
Okay, let's see.
Have a little entrance here.
You're not the one building, are you?
All right.
Okay, so
Everywhere they looked, they saw giant stalks of corn. Corn would be yellow.
oh, I don't care. I barely have any yellow pieces.
Feel free to use a base plate of any size along with your pieces. So you have a base plate.
Oh, base plate. A base plate?
Everywhere they looked, they saw giant stalks of corn. They could hear distant voices of those who had gone in ahead of them, making their way through the maze on the other sides of the corn walls. After nearly 20 minutes and the third dead end they came to, Kate had begun wondering if she should have taken the map. This is a little harder than I thought, Kate admitted to Ms. Jones. Don't worry, we'll figure it out, kids, she called out to the others. What ideas do you have to find our way out? She asked. We could climb on top of each other and look above the corn, Brennan answered, giggling. We can keep that one as a backup, Mrs. Jones said.
Dangerous ideas?
There's that trick, Erica replied, to keep your right hand on the wall of the maze and it will lead you out. Yeah, but that only works if you start from the beginning, Hunter objected. Besides, that will take twice as long. What about you, Mason? What do you think? Mrs. Jones asked. But Mason wasn't there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where's Mason? Miss Jones gasped. Meanwhile, Mason had become totally lost in the corn maze. Oh, no.
That's why we stick together when we go on a field.
He whispered to himself. Now, Mason wasn't exactly scared of being lost. He was a brick scout. He knew how to find a responsible adult and ask for help. No, it wasn't that being lost that frightened him. It was that.
He found the scarecrow!
Mason shrieked.
It's a scarecrow. It's a scarecrow.
Yes, and
I get to build a scarecrow now.
In the corn maze, so you get to build a scarecrow.
So I put it here.
Or off to another direction, wherever you want to have Mason get lost.
Okay, Mason's lost.
Here is your minifig pieces, and build you a scarecrow. Here. You can keep building the corn maze after the scarecrow, okay?
No, this is the dead end he got stuck in. They just...
Alright. Mason shut his eyes as quickly as he could, shielding himself from the terrifying scene. Mason! He heard Mrs. Jones shouting his name. She and the rest of the group ran up to him. He could feel his sister Kate throw her arms around him. Wait, Mason, we found you, Kate exclaimed. With his eyes still shut, he said, and just in time. Kate laughed in reply. Mason, open your eyes. No. Come on, Mason, Erica said. Just look. It's really not that bad. Mason squinted through his eyelids, then slowly opened his eyes all the way. Are you turning one of your friends into a scarecrow?
No. They just put the handcuffs on randomly.
Oh.
They're kind of silly. But that's okay.
They were right. The scarecrow wasn't actually that scary at all.
It looks
Maybe to the
that
crows.
scary to me.
Maybe to the crows, but not to Mason.
It's short.
Dressed all funny with mismatched clothes. You guys are right.
Derby.
He is not so bad, Mason chuckled shyly. See, Kate hugged him. Now come on, let's find our way out of here. Oh, well, I already did that, Mason laughed. What? They all said. Yeah, I just came back in to find you guys. Follow me. Just put your scarecrow up there.
Okay, so Mason got on. Trying to
Keep
find
going
them.
on the. Yep, keep going to the.
No, that's the
Exit.
exit.
Oh, that's not a very mazy maze.
I don't care.
They followed Mason out to the exit. Mrs. Jones was incredibly relieved that they had all made it out together. How about we do something where no one can get lost, she joked. What about a hayride? We can pick out pumpkins. Really? Yes, Erica cheered. Okay, are you ready? Putting everything aside. Your Premier Challenge pack.
She's trying to put on ear tanks.
Build
I don't need ear tanks.
a hayride wagon.
Oh my god.
You've been on a hayride before.
I know. How am I supposed to build a wagon?
We've got a couple of big old wheels there.
What do you mean by wheels?
Call them wheels, yeah.
How am I supposed to
You
make?
got a horse over here.
I have 2 horses.
All right, build you a wagon.
This actually kind of looks like it, but I mean like hay. So we could use pieces from our own.
That would be cheating. Build you a hayride wagon. Look here. There's the place where
Then
people
why
could
can't I
sit.
use this?
Horses, big wagon.
You said I could use those, and then you say I can't use those.
Whoop, oh.
Why?
Build the hayride wagon.
I'm working on it.
They all loaded up in the wagon, pulled by the giant Groves Farm tractor. Oh, the tractor pulls the wagon.
So it actually kind of looks like this?
It took them past the corn maze, a bog, and under an
bog?
old bridge that led to the pumpkin patch.
What's a bog?
It's a very wet area that
No
is
bog
marshy
for
and-
me, please. Wait, where's this thing? But another one.
and under an old bridge that led them to a pumpkin patch. There were pumpkins as far as the eye could see.
Find it.
Can't find what?
This thing.
You think there's another piece like that?
Yes.
This one's got pieces stuck in it. Dog's tail.
I need a dog. This is not a dog tail.
It could be.
It's a horn from the Viking. Or
Build your wagon.
no, it's the Commune.
Erica hopped out of the wagon. The not yet done wagon. Eager to find the perfect pumpkin to show her parents when she returned from the farm. She searched and searched for the right one. Everyone was finding theirs so easily. Mason and Kate found a matching pair. Miss Jones had picked a giant one for the class to decorate. Brennan picked a small pumpkin nearly the size of an apple.
Sensible.
And Hunter had grabbed a football-shaped one that Erica was sure was a squash and not a pumpkin at all.
Wow. A pumpkin is a type of
Pumpkin
squash.
is a type of squash.
So, yeah, it is squash. Even if it's
Each pumpkin, either way, each pumpkin had suited its owner well, but she couldn't seem to find one that suited her.
Mama, look. It's the Viking communication horn.
Where's the rest of your head?
This is the one.
And then she saw it. It. The perfect pumpkin.
Mom,
I'm going to expand your wagon.
I'm just making sounds. No expanding my wagon. My wagon is perfectly fit for me. Other than that, but still.
It's my wagon, not yours, Mommy. The most perfect pumpkin of her princess fairy tale dreams.
I'm gonna make the perfect.
It was
pumpkin.
a deep, dark orange, flat with deep ridges. It looked like a pumpkin fairy godmother might use it for a carriage. That's amazing, Erica. Let me help you, Brennan said, helping her carry the dense pumpkin back to the wagon. Erica's day had been made. Arriving back at the fall festival, Mrs. Jones announced it was lunchtime. The Fab Five got their packed lunches off the school bus and sat at the picnic tables near the massive football field. It was really a fun field that even included scarecrow spectators. Hunter, will you come sit and eat your lunch? Miss Jones asked. No thanks, Miss J. I have some serious field goals to make, Hunter answered, running over to another group of second graders on the field. When it was his turn, he ran and kicked the football through the goalpost, and everyone watching cheered. All right, using your spotlight piece of the month. Let's get the spotlight piece out.
Let's make a pumpkin piece out.
Nope, we're not making a pumpkin piece. What's he doing right now?
I'm making a pumpkin.
The spotlight
I made
piece
a pumpkin, okay?
Is a curved, an arch 1x3x2 curved top brick, released in 1995.
How is it a 1x3x2?
1x3, 3 tall, and 2 wide.
How is it 2 wide? Oh, 2 wide that way. And then 3 tall. That's not
This is featured in 195 different Lego sets and comes in 21 different colors. First released in Blue Fury and also included in the Carousel and the Joker Manor.
Hang on, Mama.
Okay. So you can use up to 15 pieces from your own collection, which we have over here. And you're building a goalpost. Do you know what a goalpost is?
Yeah, I know. But Mama, look how nice this is.
And you've got these pieces right here already have started for a goalpost. You weren't building a goalpost with it, but you were building a bridge. But a goalpost is kind of a bridge upside down, don't you think?
Like this?
Wow. You just need the post part.
No, not like this. Where's my pieces? Where's the right pieces to use? Oh, yeah.
Well, you're going to use that green piece that you just had. Your spotlight piece. All right. And
I don't have to mix it.
well, that looks like the bottom of a post.
So I can make it like
Here, here's a picture of a goalpost. That's what you're looking to build.
I know what a goalpost looks like.
After about 20 field goals, Hunter was feeling the hunger set in. He quickly jogged over to the Fab Five's picnic table and took a giant bite of his sandwich. Are you guys ready to play? Hunter asked the rest of the group. Yeah, let's crush Mrs. Garcia's class, Kate said, pumping her fist in the air. Wait, where's Brennan? Hunter asked. Oh,
Yeah, where is Brennan?
there was no line for bobbing for apples, so he's been bobbing away. He's gotten to 7 apples. Erica
Oh
told
my.
him.
Oh.
Look over there, she pointed to Brennan. His eyes were shut tightly as he dunked his head into the barrel of apples.
He's crazy.
He had already had a line of 7 red, yellow, and green apples next to him.
Okay.
Okay, how's your goalpost?
Good.
Okay,
I just need like another like.
you ready for your last challenge?
No.
No? All right, I'll give you a minute.
I need another piece that looks kind of like that. Do I have to use this one?
You have to use the spotlight piece. That's the whole challenge.
But why?
You make it like this.
No, mommy.
Make it a difficult. Whoops. Goalpost to get through.
How?
Because it has a top. It would be more like going through a hole, like making a basket. Yeah? No? Okay, so while you contemplate that, which means to think about it, we're going to do your blindfold challenge, okay?
I need to find Tingy. Okay, I cannot remember what the thing is called.
What thingy?
You know the thingy.
The thingy thingy?
Yeah, the thingy.
The football? The
Thingy.
rugby ball?
No, the thingy.
The part you're actually trying to kick?
No, the thingy. You have no idea.
Nope, really not.
I mean the thingy.
Here.
Who do you watch it that holds up the post? No!
That's the post. The thing you watch it that holds it up.
No!
Alright, we're going to move on to the blindfold challenge because we're almost
Thingy
done.
watch it. A thingy watch it.
Now,
I made this thingy watch
you
it.
remember what Brennan is doing?
Playing football!
Nope, that's what Mason was doing.
Playing banana ball! I
He
don't
is
remember what he said.
bobbing for apples. Alright.
Oh, I have to build a giant apple?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh no! I need to build a giant apple.
Build us an apple.
Okay, I
You're
can
supposed to
take
be
this.
blindfolded while you do that too, because if you ever bobbed for apples, stick your face into a bucket of water. So you have to close your eyes. Way to go,
so
Brennan, they yelled to him.
here's a bucket.
With his eyes still shut from the water, he held up a thumbs up with a big, juicy red apple in his teeth.
Oh my gosh, he's so good.
The rest of the day flew by in a flash. Better hurry up with that apple.
I'm working on it, Mommy.
They played more football, bobbed for more apples. Erica rode the hayride
More like just
3 more
Brendan.
times.
Bob for more apples, because you know.
Mason ran through the corn maze with Kate, not fearing anything. The Fab Five slid down slides until the bus blew its horn.
Ta-da! I made an apple on a stand.
The fall festival had been perfect. They couldn't wait to return next year as 3rd graders.
Wait, the 3rd graders
Come back next fall to Grove's Farm. Until next time, keep building.
And the Lego friends are gonna be silly now.
So we want to thank you guys for joining us today. We do appreciate it. We hope that you will give us a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel.
Okay, now we're resting a scarecrow.
Next time on Saturdays with Grace, we are going to build bath bombs with a kit that we have. So we will see you then. Until then, enjoy your Legos. You should finish that maze. Oh yeah,
It's finished.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
You'd be totally bored in that maze. We're done.
It's finished.